So how did I do this week with my weight loss? It was good news! This week I lost 1.7 pounds for a total weight loss of 15.1 pounds. I am so excited to be over the 15 mark and I am on my way to 20. I think I'm going to make a graph and put it on my wall. I think it's very motivating. So what were some of the things this week that worked for me? Because last week, as you remember, or you may not remember, but last week I actually had a small gain. So I was very, very upset over that. But, you know, it's just the way it goes sometimes. I made up this week and now, like I said, I'm over the 15-pound mark. I'm heading for my 20 and I'm just going to keep going the best I can. So the baby was born a few weeks ago and our grandbaby, our little granddaughter. And the first week was kind of tough. I was kind of off on my food and not really exercising because I was over kind of helping the best I could. This week I kind of got back to normal. So although I did go over and help a little bit, I did take the other two grandkids, and so I'm back to swimming. We pretty much swam all week long, so I feel like I got a lot of exercise. Plus, I've also been working a lot in my garden. Oh my gosh, I'm just overwhelmed with this garden work. It's the middle of August at this point, and my garden is almost completely done. I've got a little bit of rhubarb left, and really just a little bit of basil. I've got a few more onions, but for the most part, my garden is completely done. So at the end of my garden season, because I have such a big garden for one person, it literally takes me like 4 or 5 days to clean up that garden. There's just so much yard waste and so much to do. I'm pooped. I was out there all morning and pulling, my arms ache. Boy, but it looks a lot better. So I'm going to be doing a video on that in the next day or two. Should be posted tomorrow. So if you're interested, keep an eye out for it. It's going to be the first part of my garden cleanup. So the second thing that I did this week is I really tried to implement some new recipes from the Trim Healthy Mama. So the best thing that I did all week long was the skinny chocolate. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. So I'm going to link that above. If you're a chocolate fiend like I am, and you need something sweet, but you know, remember we're not on the sugar right now, this is the key. This is such a good little snack, little whatever it is. It is so good. And so I made those. I've had a few of those for the week. The other thing that I made was that Mama's Healthy meatloaf. Now, I didn't make a big meatloaf. I took the recipe and I stuffed some of my bell peppers from the garden. I had a couple one night and I froze the rest for easy peasy dinners. And I am so glad I did. It was just delicious. It was probably better than the meatloaf I used to make that was not on my diet. And in the future, I'm going to be implementing that meatloaf into my recipe plans for the future. The next thing that I did is that I made some skinny peach muffins. Now, I was pretty much down to getting close to the end of my peaches, and now my peaches are gone. I made the last into some jam this week, but I made some skinny peach muffins, and boy, were they ever delicious. Really delicious. So I've been having one of those every couple days. It makes me feel like I'm having something bready, but it's not super bready. It is a muffin, but you can tell that it's, you know, it's not like eating a muffin from Costco. But it is very good. And the peaches were fresh off the tree and it's actually quite good. So I froze those. And again, when I want a muffin, I just take it out. I can either leave it on the counter a little while or stick it in the microwave and defrost it for, 30 seconds. And I have this great little treat. Speaking of treats, I made the Trim Healthy Mama. It's called a Volcano Mudslide muffin. That was delicious. And I've actually made it a couple of times because I am really a sugar person. I love sugar. I love sweets. That's the hardest thing for me to give up more than anything. My weight is on me because of sugar. I love sugar. So the alternative to sugar that I've been using the last couple months is monk fruit sweetener. Now, I've bought it in a couple different packaging. One I get in bulk over at a local store by us called Winco Foods. And they have a bulk section and they sell the monk fruit sweetener and I love it. It's just like sugar. Now I bought a Splenda version of it through Amazon and it's monk fruit plus erythritol or something like that. And it has kind of a weird aftertaste. I'm not really fond of it, but it does come in little packages, so I'm going to leave a few in my purse. I won't buy it again. I didn't really like it. But to cook with and everything else, this bulk monk fruit sweetener, just the monk fruit, not added with anything else, is very, very good. And it's great to cook with. So this Volcano Mudslide muffin was so good. I made it with the actual monk fruit sweetener and cocoa, and it was just absolutely delicious. Another thing that I did one night was that I took a low-carb quesadilla and I just put a little bit of cheese over it. I, cooked that for a meal with a salad. That was one of the meals that I had. Another thing that I'm going to be trying this week is some fish. I'm going to buy some macadamia nuts and I'm going to put them through my food processor and I'm going to try air frying some fish that way. I have some really good cod out in my freezer and I'm used to using panko breadcrumbs. So we're going to try the macadamia nut this week and see how that goes. Are you enjoying this video today? If so, will you give me a like or a thumbs up or share this video with someone you think might be enjoying it as well? I'm going to try to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year. And at the end of the year, if I hit my 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away a brand new Presto canner to one lucky subscriber. So if you're interested in being part of that drawing, please subscribe today. Send me an email to homesteadpatch63@gmail.com. And I will go ahead and put you in the drawing. And if I can hit 10,000 subscribers, we all win. Another thing that I'm really trying to focus hard on is that I'm trying to eat my main meal at 3 o'clock. I try to do that overall as much as I can around my schedule. I've been doing that for about a year, but on this program, I'm really trying to focus on the main meal at 3 and then maybe some kind of a healthy snack around 6 or 7 o'clock. And that's working for me. I have all kinds of healthy snacks, the little chocolate, that skinny chocolate, a muffin, my mudslide volcano treat. You notice they're all sugar. But another thing is I can have popcorn. So I have been enjoying, I can have 2 cups of popcorn on Trim Healthy Mama. And I have a popcorn maker in my living room because I absolutely love it. And so I've been having some of that as a snack in the evenings as well. And then the last thing that I've been doing is that I have been really trying to focus more on getting good sleep. So I hate to admit this, but I usually go to bed around midnight, 12:30. I don't know why. I got into these terrible habits. I used to go to sleep at 9:30 every night, and I got out of the habit. And a couple times this week, I was in bed by 10, really got some good sleep. And I think that's a really good key to losing weight, is making sure that you're getting plenty of sleep. So that is my week. I am extremely thrilled. I just feel like this program is working so good for me. I am very, very happy with it. It's, sometimes how you get on a diet program or what have you, and it's just the kind of food that you like. You know what I mean? Some diets just don't work for some people and some do. Well, this is one that really is working for me. I like the menu plans. They're not really menu plans, but they're more like recipe ideas. And I like the fact that it's so flexible. I can eat out. I can eat fast food. Now, I don't do a lot of that, but this week I did have Chipotle. Now, I left a lot of the stuff off, but I did. I had it and I still lost weight. So I think that was amazing. So if you're interested, I have the Trim Healthy Mama cookbook, and I also have the starter book in my Amazon store. If anyone's interested in trying it, I mean, so far I feel like I'm having really good success. You know, any tips and tricks that you can send over in the comment section would be greatly appreciated. So thank you so much for joining me today. Thanks for going on this journey with me. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and you know, happy to have you join me as well. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel. Give me a like, a thumbs up, or ring the bell for future notifications. And I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.